Hey guys, Shiny Zekrom, and welcome back to another dungeon video. This time we are going to be covering Rocky Ravine, and yes, I know we haven't done HT yet. I haven't, put the video out. I plan on doing HT this weekend, so don't worry. I have plans to get it done. I have all the information I need at this point. It's just a matter of getting a team and actually getting the final preparations done and ready to go. Alright, but anyways, we're going to take our travels to Rocky Ravine. It is a dungeon that does take a little bit to get to, and you do not have any sort of assembly or Kangaskhan rock to use up here, so make sure you have everything you need to complete the dungeon with, and let's get going. So, on the first couple floors of Rocky Ravine, first off, before I forget to mention it, Rocky Ravine is 35 floors total, with 20 in the first part, a midpoint, and then 21 through 35F. On the first couple of floors, a couple things to quick mention is recruitables. There is only one. That one recruit is Bouffalant. Bouffalant cannot be found anywhere else except for in this dungeon. So if you planned on wanting a Bouffalant, Rocky Ravine is your only place to get them. Next up on the list, Breelooms. They have a rare chance at dropping a Toxic Orb. Toxic Orb is basically the same thing as a Flame Orb, where if you equip it, you get Poison status for Toxic Orb, and for Flame Orb you get a Burn. This is good for activating abilities such as Poison Heal and Toxic Boost for you to use on some Pokemon. The last thing to really talk about really quick is the Exeggutor. The Exeggutor actually have a chance of dropping a Leaf Stone. What's good about this is if you don't want to get it in any other dungeon we've been to so far, try and kill some Exeggutors around here. Maybe you'll get a Leaf Stone. So, we'll just continue on, and, let's go. Oh, I didn't mean to use Golduck, but Cloud9, while I'm, switched to the Pokemon that has it, Cloud9 is going to be useful for floors 11 all the way up to 35, and I will make sure to say why. Anyways, we are not going to mess around, because to say the least, I've tried to record this place twice, and I've failed. Both times. Because of some complicated things, to say the least. So, we're going to try and get through it this time. We're going to try and get these two guys to be down here, and then we're going to Ice Beam them both. Perfect. Now, Scizor did grow a level from actually failing a last run I tried to record. I actually made it up to 34F, but I unfortunately died at that point. So, I have to, I'm back here again. Now, I feel like I was going to mention something, but I forgot what it was at this point. So we'll just continue on. But yeah, I'm very prepared with revivers now, because that seemed to be a big problem with me, as I just didn't have enough reviving items. And I kind of fell flat after losing all of them. So, let's keep on trying to get through this place. We're just, like I said, we're just gonna try and run. I don't want to fail anymore. I feel like I've done enough failing for one day. And of course, for Breloom to drop the Toxic Orb, it does have to have nothing else picked up. And the same with Exeggutor. It won't drop its Leaf Stone if it has something else. And there's a Bouffalant! We're gonna try and get that guy. So, we are gonna send Scizor home for this. And we have, with the Soothe Bell, we have an 11.7 chance. So more than likely we're not going to get it. But we're still going to try, of course. Now, Boufflant, as you see, is an NPC that isn't really attacking anything. That's because it's kind of made to be like that. Some enemies are made to be where they just don't attack players, even if they're in the range of them. So, yeah, that can be a thing, so. Is that another one? Oh, it was just a Grottle. Just the way, I don't know, the way I looked at Grottle, it almost looked like another Boufflant. Hey, I'll take finding one, though. I didn't think we were going to find one, to be honest. Anyways, we got a couple box drops. And we will continue on. That was really neat. That actually kind of pumped my spirits up a little bit. After seeing some failing done by me. Kind of needed a confidence booster, and that Boufflant did the trick. But yeah, we're just going to keep defeating anything we see, and I think there was a Breloom up here. I know I'm wasting time, but I do want to try and actually get a Toxic Orb, or you never know what you can get from other items they picked up. And plus there's Poke, and the Poke is not too bad in here, really. So we're going to drop this Gorge box wherever it went. And we are going to drink this ether, and we are going to keep on going. Got quite the floor over here. Gonna recover up. And water pulse this guy a little bit. And there we go. Level 53 on Melodic. Sweet. Alright, let's get rid of more of these Pokemon. Now these Cacnea eat it up because they have, what ability was it called? Water Absorb, I believe it is. So just be aware that you can't really use water type moves on them. And that's a thing to be careful of, is the Leaf Storm. Man, is it powerful, alright. Oh, and we got an ether down there. Let's grab that. And we will continue on. Now, Cloud 9 is kind of important because, like I said, the Sandstorm throughout the rest of the dungeon, and there's darkness, so we're going to put on our X-ray specs. Oh no. We're going to do something very sneaky here, and we're going to use our Ghost to get around all of that. No warp traps, please. I want to get through. Okay. There we go. Gonna get rid of this Exeggutor. Oh, there are the stairs. Oop, let's get out of here. Whew. And we forgot that. And we got another beat up. So yeah, if you ever see Pokemon like that just suddenly disappear, don't hesitate to just run. Just never hesitate to run. Because it is so dangerous to try and actually take out, and of course, that can happen, is Hippowdons can randomly spawn in the middle of these floors and recreate the Sandstorm. So make sure you're paying attention with that. And if we can get to the next floor, I am going to have to... Oh no. We're just going to keep spamming Ice Beam. And we got through. Alright, but anyways, I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, but we are back now. So, Let's try and get through the rest of this place, shall we? Oh, yeah, run away. I really do not feel like dealing with monster houses like that. Because they can definitely get rid of your life in a couple of seconds. And it seems like bringing all the revivers I did has brought me some luck, and I haven't... Oh, boy. Oh, this is a perfect thing that happened! Okay, so in Kecleon shops in this place, not only can you find Coronet rocks in the shop, you can also find TMs such as Smackdown, Stone Edge, and I believe you can even find Rock Slide, and Rock Dust. We are going to pick that up for a specific reason. Our Aggron can use that very well. Okay, good, I got the beat up to work. And yeah, as you see, Kecleon can actually get beat up like that. But anyways, these dusts, how they work is when you have a dust in your inventory, a Pokemon will get 2 stats increased by 20 points each, depending on the stats of the dust. So for the Rock Dust, I believe it's attack and defense each get 20 points. It will only work for rock types, and you only have to have it in your inventory. You do not have to equip it to anything. You don't have to equip it to another team member. Nothing. All you got to do is just have it in your inventory. They are very useful. And I believe there was another dungeon we've covered that can actually have dusts. I'm trying to remember which dungeon it was, but I can't remember it right now. So I wanted to attack that Dugtrio before it used beat up, and I would have really been in trouble. Anyways, we'll continue on. Whew. These Earthquakers are sure putting in their workout alright. Okay, switch in real quick. Yeah, I have fast fingers, so I'm able to switch like that. Can we reach that? Yes, we can. Perfect. Get rid of the Vibrava that's earthquaking. Alright. So it seems like I'm doing a lot better this run than I have my previous runs. But let's get to that midpoint. So here, you think the bed's gonna heal you? Sadly, it doesn't. And besides that, we have Revenger, who is in a house nearby the entrance to this, who says, "Please help me. Rikudo and Sabana must be looking for me, but even so, I've lost all sense of hope. Please help me get out of here." There's also a Kangaskhan rock that you can use here. So we're going to store, for example, we're going to store that rock dust so we don't lose it. These dusts will prove very helpful if you can get these, if you can get them. But we are going to continue on, and I forgot Sandstorm. But starting on these floors, the only real point of interest, honestly, is Turtwig. Yep, you can find Turtwigs in these floors. However, there's a really bad thing that happens here if you don't do as I kind of already messed up on. If you allow Sandstorm to be here, make sure of one thing. You kill Turtwig before the Sandstorm kills it. Because, the reason I say this, Turtwig can die to the Sandstorm here. And if they do, well, you're not going to be able to recruit it. So, it's just a big suggestion I have. Is make sure you have a way of getting around to getting rid of Sandstorm. Whether it be, you can also use like Rain Dance and Sunny Day and all those moves. There's no restriction on that. But it's just Cloud9 makes it much easier to, you know, yeah. But anyways, and again, the same thing can happen where if a Hippowdon spawns on the floor, Sandstorm can restart. But another reason why you want to make sure you're careful with your Turtwigs. Not only can the Sandstorm kill them, but Earthquake Metal Bursters can also kill them too, because Rhyperior up here also have Metal Burst. So make sure if you see a Turtwig, make sure you can get to it and you can get rid of it. Because trust me, and we are going to take a very different approach. And that was a really lucky warp. Whew! I was actually nervous there for a second. Not gonna lie, and the stairs are right over there. So we're gonna try and... oh, well, we're gonna have to ghost it. We're going to go over here. And we are gonna sneak through right to here. I've had enough with trying to get through this dungeon, so that's why you kind of just see me only killing what's necessary and getting out of sticky situations. It's because I bought a ton of revivers before the start of this run, and I don't want to use any of them, if possible. And it looks like... yeah, it's Cradilly that has Storm Drains, so when you see those, make sure you get rid of them. So that way you can actually use any water-type attacks. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there for a while trying to get rid of these guys with, like, other moves that aren't water-typed. I'm just going to keep spamming Water Pulse, because it seems to be doing the trick, and we are going to enter this floor. Whew. Running through this place a lot quicker than last time as well. I think we're just getting very lucky with the Spore spawns and the warping we've been getting. Yeah, we've been getting extra... wow. Are you kidding me, dungeon? Are you legitimately kidding me? It keeps spawning the stairs right next to where we are. I guess it's answering my prayers, and there's a reviver seed on the ground. Sticky, but nonetheless, it's a reviver seed that we can also put in storage to get it to be and the stairs are right over there. What just happened? My luck all of a sudden is just... if we seriously find a Turtwig next, I don't know what this run has been. We've had Bouffalon, we've had the stairs all of a sudden just randomly keep spawning either a room away or... oh my god. I'm running speechless here. Somehow we got through that. Golduck took one heck of a beating, but we'll keep going. I'm gonna just spam Water Pulse to get rid of Rhyperior right there. Okay, so we finally stopped our luck with the stairs, but I think that was more than plenty of enough luck I needed. Now what I want to try and do is I want to... oh, perfect. We are just gonna run through. Okay. So, we are at the end boxes. There are 2 end boxes, no boss, nothing else. Just these end boxes, and that's it. So, in these end boxes, you can find the following items. You can get a grass diamond, a ground diamond, grass and ground dusts, which is our first case of dusts being in end boxes, sandy orb, TM sandstorm, TM solar beam, and TM U-turn. After the luck of the draw with how the end of the dungeon went, in the end we get a couple grass diamonds. I thought I saw dust, but unfortunately we got some diamonds. But hey, that is 1,000 poke once we sell these diamonds. Alright, so, next up, I promise you there is not going to be a single other dungeon besides HT coming up. And I'm going to have to get prepared for other dungeons after HT2. So, HT, after I record it, it might not be up the day of, it might not be up the day after, it might be up a couple days after, but it's going to be so I can start getting information for other dungeons as well. Regardless, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and in the next part, Harmonic Tower, here we come. See you guys then.